Our 420 self-love challenge tip of the day for Stony Sunday is you are what you eat. Literally, what you eat, you become. It has been scientifically proven. There is a scientific foundation. It is a fucking fact. Now, let me explain to you. It goes down to genes, to our cells, and I'm going to get scientific on your asses, but it's okay. Now, first we're going to think of the ocean. Beautiful, magnificent, miss it dearly. We have not discovered, so we don't know 80 to 90% of the ocean we know shit about. It is unexplored, unmapped, unfuckwithable. 80 to 90% is unfuckwithable ocean. Okay, so human body. I don't know what percentage we know about our body, but I do know that there's a lot of shit that we don't know, and there's a lot of shit that we still believe and has not, it's been disproven, or there's been new research like genetics and genes, which most of us think that it is hereditary. It comes from our parents to the offspring, right, to the child, and it's why you have diabetes, high blood pressure, big bone, obese. Porque pues your mama también está hyper, y pues you hyper too, you know? You know what I mean? So, since we have not discovered we don't have the science to fully discover us, because there's a lot of people that don't dive into this shit. So, genes. What are genes? Genes are in chromosomes. Chromosomes are in the cells, and the cells are in you. You are in fucking cells. I talked about food being genetically modified, if you guys follow me on Instagram or have my emails, but genetically modified foods also have, all these other shit inside the cells, which are new. They're genetically modified. Our body doesn't know what this is. It's like our body doesn't know what it is because it ain't fucking natural. It's genetically modified, okay? It's when you have the flu, right? They inject it to you, según, and then you're immune. Yes, there's some truth to that, but there's other just immunizations. Anyways, we think that genes control life. That's what we think, right? I'm going to get scientific on your ass. And if you don't want to go there, literally, you are what you eat. So if you can just do organic foods, if you can just do non-genetically modified foods, that would be amazing. I know some of us can't, but when you go and you buy produce, if it starts with the 9, it's organic. Okay, there's like a little number on all the fruits and vegetables that you buy. If it starts with the 9, organic. If it starts with the 3 or 4, that means it's like pesticides and normally grown. If it has a 5 an 8. If it starts with an 8, it's a GMO. So if it starts with the 9, it is organic. If it starts with a 3 or a 4, it is regular produce. If it starts with an 8, it is genetically modified. So if you can eat organic most of the time. There's also a Dirty Dozen list that every year someone comes out with. I don't know who, but it's basically saying that the Dirty Dozen list is all the fruits or produce or whatever it is that if you can buy, please buy organic, because they are fucking like a fucking strawberry. If you eat strawberries that are non-organic, do you understand that the strawberry is like a sponge? It literally sucks in all the fucking juices. It's a sponge. Eat them organic at all times. Anyways, soul foods, seasonal, organic, unprocessed, and local foods. Okay, now, if you want to understand why I'm telling you to do this, because it's scientifically proven, because Bruce Lipton has done over 40 years of research, and he talks about epigenetics. He talks about, okay, so the microRNAs, they're in the cells as well, right? Sorry. MicroRNAs they're in plants, they're in viruses, and they're in animals, okay? We eat plants and animals, therefore we're eating the microRNAs from them into us. We also have microRNAs in our body. We have over like about 2,000 discovered is what they've said. And they collectively, from what research says, it regulates 1/3 of the genes in the genome fucking mechanical system, right? I'm not gonna go there, but the microRNAs regulate development, growth, and metabolism. The microRNAs regulate development, growth, metabolism. They have a major cellular function with development, growth, and metabolism. Okay? You eat microRNAs because they are in plants and animals and also viruses. You also have microRNAs, right? We have this understanding. Now, microRNAs are composed of an epigenetic mechanism, which means that the environment influences the fucking cell, and then the cell gets translated into the bloodstream, which changes your biology. It affects your health. It fucking affects your fucking genetic system. It's crazy. So we thought that, okay, when we eat food, our digestion would break it up, blah, 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 and it would go into all kinds of little fucking pockets, right? Apparently that's what we learned. Some of us have learned that when we cook certain foods, it breaks up nutrients and like we don't get that many nutrients, or maybe when we freeze it, it's just not going to be the same, little things like that, right? So the microRNAs in our foods is picked up by the digestion system, right? It's picked up into the cells and then it goes into the bloodstream. So what I found was a research of an Asian study that talked about the microRNAs in rice, that it wasn't broken down in the digestion system. It wasn't. It was picked up, transported to the walls of the gut, and then into the fucking bloodstream. So when it talks about cooking and freezing and all of these things, microRNAs are not, you can't break those down. They're already microRNAs, right? They're still going to your body. There's some environmental influence to your cells. If you think that your food, when killed in pain, in suffering, in this very harsh way, the cells are influencing you. Like, it's a scientific fact. The food you eat alters the biology, your genetic system, and your health. Information molecules from food are picked up by your digestion system. It goes into the bloodstream and it affects your genetics. Information molecules from food are picked up by digestion, enter the bloodstream, and affect our genetics. You are what you eat. What you eat, you become. That's it. That's it. I have no other words. And I'm running out of time. Holy shit.